Oh no, don't let him in. No, 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 no. Yeah, leave that man outside. No, no. Yeah, leave that man outside.
The Roast Band Networks bring you long-form public affairs programming from Mayflower and Ridgeway and are a public service to all.
Guys, we're going at
Roast
soon.
Band.
Get ready.
Equal access
I'm
to
getting the
government
camera's
matters.
like good spot, right? Where I'm peering over your shoulder, all suspicious like.
You gonna lick my ear?
We are on, everyone. Welcome to the Q&A session of M-Span. We're here with the County Executive, Warlock JKL, and his council, Not Feelings. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
Yo.
Hello, I am County Executive Warlock _ JKL. This is my council, Not Feelings.
All right.
Sounded for a second like he forgot my name. I can't lie.
We just wrapped up a pretty...
I'm dyslexic.
Oh, I gotta introduce myself too. I'm Snapplecade123, M-Span correspondent. We just wrapped...
My car just got blown up.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
We just wrapped up the court case that you may have watched here on M-Span. It was ruled in favor of Mr. Warlock here. We're going to uphold the Constitution, that's what he said. Alright. Why don't we move into the questions here? Let's see if we're going to find it. So, what did you think in the beginning of this court case? What were you thinking?
Well, so I think I should establish some background before I go into the whole court case. Before going into Andy SoFun versus Warlock _ JKL, there was an ordinance that was passed by the board, mistakenly passed by the board, as many commissioners have since regretted the decision to pass such an ordinance. The ordinance essentially it allows the county executive to appoint individuals called administrative officers whose sole purpose is to help the district attorney get easy search warrants. Sorry, search authorizations, correct term, They're pretty much search warrants. It also establishes a program, I would say program or a classification for individuals called a dangerous persons classification. It's similar to a personal protection order. Many states like Oregon have these where if you are under a personal protection order, certain rights of yours are restricted, such as owning firearms, going within vicinity of a building. This establishes a version of that called the dangerous person order, which prohibits you from going within 25 studs of McDougal Plaza, owning a firearm, or owning a melee weapon. So a bat, knife, fire axe, etc. You can be automatically arrested for owning one of these, even with a FOID. So if you are deemed a dangerous person by these administrative officers who do not have to be a bar certified attorney, do not have to be confirmed by the board, or really know how to do their fucking job, they can just, basically violate someone's rights. Their constitutional rights, their state constitutional rights, and certain freedoms. It also abridges private property rights, because McDougal isn't operated by the McDougal didn't agree to making this decision. They're strong, from what I've gathered and from what I assume, Ghost Nova is very against the position that individuals by a quasi fake judicial process can just ban individuals as they please from McDougal Plaza. It's so, I don't know the word, but it's awful that this type of legislation was even able to pass our county government. And it really comes to show that individuals need to read legislation before they go into this. So now we kind of go into the court case. So I refused to, and I verbally refused to appoint a administrative officer on the grounds that their sole purpose is to violate the Constitution and serve at the pleasure of the district attorney. Because the district attorney strongly believes that the district court is slow at giving warrants. So he created his own version of a warrant and a warrant issuing process. And with that, it is basically, hey, I don't want to go through the process enshrined in our state constitution. I want to make my own process so that then I can, do it my way, because he doesn't want to do it the legal way. And so he decided to make this ordinance. Now, these are obviously my opinions and the opinions of many people within the state and county. I strongly believe that we are within a constitutional crisis in the county government right now that unfortunately I could not stop because a emergency ordinance bypasses the county executive signature.
Okay. So, during this court case, what were you thinking if they didn't rule in your favor? What were your plans after that, or did you not have any?
That's actually a very good question. Yes, I did see that. I did have a plan, so I think my lawyer could also pipe in on it as well.
I'm sorry.
Obviously, what are our plans after if I lost? So ultimately the decision, if I were to lose, I would be forced by the court to appoint an administrative officer. However, that doesn't mean that it's an individual chosen by the district attorney. It's an individual by my choosing. So I would appoint an individual who aligns themselves with the Constitution of the state, who believes in the people's rights rather than someone else's opinion of their rights. And ultimately, in an effect, stall this ordinance further and prove its inability to actually solve the problem and rather create pain and suffering and harm to the people of this county. And I think my lawyer can also talk a little bit about our plans as well, if he'd like. Can someone turn off that card?
Yeah, that's
Can someone turn off that siren?
As for like from the legal side of things, like, it won't take long. We've already seen challenges in court by other people who were misinformed, and they weren't supposed to file a lawsuit to it, right? They didn't stand on it. There are a lot of things in the ordinance that, just before they're exercised or even after they're exercised, you get the opportunity to challenge that under the Constitution, right? Like, the only people who can issue search warrants are state courts. That's enshrined in the state constitution, right? Making a new court and not calling it a court doesn't fix that. It's still unconstitutional. You can call it whatever, but we all really know what it is.
I mean, if this wasn't passed, I mean, if it was ruled in Andy's favor, I mean, would there even be a use for having judges do search warrants anymore? I mean, I feel like it'd just be all in the one person's duties.
Could I speak on this?
Yeah.
Could I speak on this?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think you are correct in that statement. The purpose of having a district court are individuals who, by our Constitution, are able to handle writs and warrants. And they are confirmed by the state Senate to execute these duties. And a lot of what this does is it not only bypasses the state government, it bypasses our judicial branch. And so the big thing with this is that, yes, it would make the district court essentially useless as a body in the term of giving warrants, because you could just appeal for a search authorization and there you go. I mean, it's as simple as that. It's individuals who are not qualified, they don't have experience, they're not vetted. I mean, would the county executive vet them? I would, but this ordinance surpasses my term, so another county executive could come in and, say, hey, I wanna appoint an administrative officer because the district attorney told me to. And all of a sudden now we have, someone who could go unchecked, because there's also no checks and balances to these individuals. The only check and balance to these individuals is the county board, which could be a possible check and balance, but we can't be really too certain given that this passed. I mean, that's one big thing. But the other thing that I think we have to understand is that the only other check and balance is the person who appointed them. So the person who appointed this administrative officer is the ultimate check and balance on this person. And that is scary. There's no recall process for this. There's no impeachment process. It's
If it was ruled in the other way and you had to appoint someone, could you withdraw the appointment or something, or is it permanent?
The appointment, I can terminate that individual as a CAO, but that's it. Okay. Or the board can terminate them as a CAO. There's no, how do I put this? So I would be forced to appoint a administrative officer. The administrative officer would then be given the powers at B of that ordinance to issue search authorizations, declare individuals, a threat to the public, right? And that would be that. I mean, really all I do is appoint the individual. And in that, it brings harm to the county just by appointing these individuals. And I think that is one of the biggest threats to our institution, is purely just that. The fact that one person in the county government can cause so much harm just by making a simple appointment is in its own ability scary, because there's no checks. There's no check on that ability.
Okay, so to your knowledge, do you know, are they going to try and repeal this ordinance or something like that?
That my attorney can speak on that. Or yeah.
So from here, we're assessing a few options. Ultimately, I do represent Warlock, right? But it's also in Warlock's interest that, the rights of his people aren't being violated, right? So there is something in the process. I'm not sure I'm quite ready to disclose that yet. But at the time where it becomes relevant and pertinent, that we start putting that out, I'm sure we will give you a heads up.
Otherwise, I mean, if from now on, are we gonna try and prevent anything else like this with the next county executive? Because after your term's over, what are we gonna do to keep the? I mean, I guess really you can't do much, but like I said, if it does get repealed, but I know you're not ready to say anything about that.
Are you talking about the ordinance or the ruling?
Well, if the next county executive, if it's not you, they come in, they want to appoint a emergency officer. I mean, there's nothing really you can't do about that, but I guess.
There is something we can do about it.
What would that be?
My lawyer can talk about one thing that we can do, but the other thing that can be done is we have repealed the ordinance itself. So that ordinance is not immune from being repealed, even though it's an emergency ordinance. We can still repeal it. And upon repealing it, it's no longer an ordinance. It's dead. It doesn't exist anymore. So, the position of the administrative officer becomes null. It doesn't exist anymore. It's gone. The same goes to the duties of an administrative officer. The search authorizations become null. And dangerous persons orders go null. All of it, just upon repealing it. And I think that is the move that the board is going to do. Is they're going to repeal the ordinance, given that they have most of them have been educated on their mistake. But the other way to stop it is all lies. Oh.
Hold on, we got some.
Hey, look at the camera. You're not looking at the camera, Andy.
He's not in the VC.
Surely he's listening, though.
I'm sure he's listening. Fake news. It's all fake. It's all fake news. It's
All right,
all
this is
good. It's all good.
all right.
I'm being sincere.
We are
He's gonna.
providing equal access to government matters.
I'm pretty sure his paralegal. Just can't. He's hiding behind the set, bro.
All right. Well, here.
What
How about
the
we
hell?
take a break? Hold on one second. How about we go on an intermission for a little bit, and then we'll be back in a little bit with another guest. All right.
okay.
Alrighty, everyone, we are back with another guest. We have Andy, So Fun, and we have Warlock on still. So we're gonna do some more questions. I'm gonna do. Andy can't VC with us, but he is going to provide some text-based answers. Alrighty, it's gonna start with the Warlock here. What are we gonna do to keep upholding the Constitution here in the state, in county, actually?
Right. So first things first is, of course, until an appeal is met, I'm not going to appoint an administrative officer. That I mean is the first step. Second, I have called upon the board to repeal such an ordinance as it strongly conflicts with our Constitution. I mean, searches and seizures. It allows non-judicial officials to essentially issue a search and seizure on someone, which is, essentially a warrant. We're also seeing that there's been challenges by private individuals and they're contesting it in court. Some may be successful, some may be unsuccessful. We're yet to see any results, and I mean that's not for me to decide. That's to be decided in a court of law. I think another thing that we also have to look at is, the board itself repealing this ordinance. It is another step to uphold the Constitution, and I think that is ultimately how we're going to succeed in the end. Is this ordinance is going to be repealed. That's the more than likely solution, as while we could argue that, doing a pre-enforcement challenge or any other legal method of doing this, it will take time and there is the potential of appeal, or even worse, just a case losing. And that, I mean, you said that the Constitution, Yeah. Yes, Andy. I think it is up to the now. So why don't you let the court decide the legality? I don't think we're debating, Andy.
No,
I
we're
don't
not
think-
debating yet. We're not debating
Yeah,
right
we're
now.
not debating. But I'll answer. I'll answer the question. Why not? I took an oath to uphold the rights of the people and to uphold the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the state of Mayflower. And this ordinance is contradictory to my oath of office. I have a moral obligation to uphold our Constitution, and while yes, a court of law can decide that, at the same time, that is, I think I still maintain the ability to make my own decision and say, hey, until a court argues either in my favor of my view of the ordinance or in the favor of your view of the ordinance, Andy, that we have to, allow that decision to be made before I make a decision, such as appointing an administrative officer. And the administrative officer, I mean, in the ordinance is a quasi-judicial official. We don't have precedent to set the legality of that as well. I mean, there's all sorts of things that need to be argued upon, and I think at this point in time, I'm going to make my own decision and stick by it. Turning back on my own decision, the only reason I would do so is if ordered to by a court, because that I think I reserve that right to do so.
I can't lie. Like, if they don't get searched, there's no rights violations at all. But, like, if they do get searched, like, maybe there is a rights violation. I don't know. I feel like some people are very invested in making sure some rights are put into question.
So you argue in the mandamus case that the ordinance is passed.
The reason we didn't argue about the constitutionality of the ordinance is because it's not the proper, I guess, venue to do so, right? If we're going to talk about constitutionality of the ordinance, right, we're going to talk about like a pre-enforcement challenge, we're going to talk about post-enforcement challenge, right? But all you're saying is, he has to appoint him because I said so. And the precedent doesn't agree with you, and the court held that. Uh-huh. Sure.
All right, I just had another question for you, Warlock. Do you think that you have the majority of the board to repeal the?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
A strong number of the commissioners admitted so that they didn't read the ordinance. They basically read the title and called it good. Unfortunately, that's a common thing that happens in the board, is that many members, they'll just read the title of an ordinance or read some of the ordinance and think that it looks good, and then all of a sudden it is it's just gonna go. It isn't really up to me though to make that decision, though a lot of the board members who have asked if they would support repealing it. I mean, we even have a county commissioner in this voice chat right now, Stanley, who can maybe even.
Hello.
Hi, Stanley. You could even answer that question.
What's good, Pookie Berry?
I was at work during the county session where they voted on it, so I didn't submit my vote for it. But like Warlock said, I would probably say A since I don't read any bills. So.
Yeah, but if you were asked to repeal it, do you think you would agree with that repeal?
For sure.
Yeah. And I think another thing to make note of is that the board itself didn't propose the ordinance. I mean, it was an ordinance from Andy. Andy, you can attest to that. You wrote the ordinance and proposed it. And yes, that is yes.
That's a cop out. That's crazy. And the camera. Get that man in 4K.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, Andy, I want to ask you a question. What are you gonna do to keep upholding the Constitution of the state and the county? All right.
I don't know if that answered the question, to be honest. But
So, I'm Andy. Are you the district attorney? So wouldn't this wouldn't this act, you proposing it, never not act, but whatever it is, you proposing it kind of be a conflict of interest because you're proposing something that'll work for you directly and you would manage them?
bro.
All right.
Snaffle, can I ask
Yeah.
Andy a question?
Yeah.
Why not go through the courts to get search warrants? Why instead choose to create your own search warrant system? Or, sorry, I mean search authorizations, which are... The judges are slow. Well, have you ever actually applied for a search warrant? Wouldn't you say that's a game mechanic that they're required to follow?
I kind of agree with Warlock on this. It's just you got to deal with it because you got to let the person know, right? You got to give them some sort of proof that they have a search warrant, and that's used in-game notification. But
Can I ask a question for Mr. Andy?
Mic
yeah.
check.
Wait, are we talking about
First, mic check.
No, I'm speaking now.
Mic check.
Paperless warrants have been
Stanley, mic check.
for a long time. Mic check clear.
Okay,
Paperless
thanks.
warrants have been a thing in Mayflower for a long time already. Where like they actually don't submit it in game, but they still search his vehicles because they have a paper warrant. So
I don't know. I guess my question
Wait,
is,
can you hear me? Mic check.
why?
yeah, we can
Yes,
hear you.
Zycac, we can hear you.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Somebody said they can't hear me.
Oh, okay, can you give a mic check again?
Mic check.
All right, clear.
Okay, thanks.
All right.
Forgot my question now. Oh, like why won't the court give you paper warrants if you want them so desperately?
Womp
I
womp.
see. Why? I understand. I understand. The court's not always, the most forgiving with you. Was there a reason that in the ordinance you wrote in like that there's no appeal process from the issuance of a search authorization? Right, except to defend the rights of the people. Just like for warrants that exist right now. Andy, what do you have to say about the provisions of the state constitution which say that you can't search unless you have probable cause? It doesn't say what. I haven't finished the question. Okay. Let me quote it for you since you're so concerned. The provision, which I believe is 1.8. Yes. which says the right of person to be secure shall not be violated unless by warrant issued in a court of law or by probable cause. Is this like, are you establishing courts of law at the county level? Because it doesn't seem like that.
All right, well, while we're waiting here, Chief Judge, I'm just wondering. I can't really hear your mic.
Mic check.
All right, now we can hear you.
All right.
I didn't hear him. Could you do it again?
Yeah, hold on.
I can't hear. I can't hear.
I can hear it.
Yeah, 1 second. 1 second.
All right.
He's turning the gain up. I hear the knob turning.
Yo, I'm
He's
actually the
working on it.
audio
Working
producer,
on
and I
it.
have to say,
Mic check.
okay,
Okay,
now
yeah, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, I heard
You're
it.
good.
Loud and clear.
You're coming through.
Hello.
You're coming through.
Okay.
All right, continue the show. What's going on?
Okay, I'll read up.
Yeah, get some voice acting in here.
Chadwick v. Tampa.
Actually, Aeroless, can you do the voice acting, please?
Whack.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
So what I'm asking you is, are you creating municipal courts, or as would
That's illegal.
be assumed because you just quoted a municipal court case, or
That's illegal.
what's your end goal here? I'm not sure county
Here,
or
I
municipal
will.
courts are constitutional either.
It's not a
Oh,
municipal
I see.
court.
So if it's not a court of law, then how can it issue search warrants? Sorry, search authorization.
Search warrants and search authorizations are completely different things.
Yeah,
Clearly.
it's clearly by one
Clearly
word.
different.
Authorization and warrant is a different thing.
Let me explain it. A warrant allows you to search someone's vehicle in person, whereas an authorization allows you to search someone's vehicle in person. So it's just like completely different in nature.
It's a completely different
Mhm.
thing. It's a completely different
And
thing.
It's not the same thing at all.
You need to stop looking at this from a worm's eye view and view it from a bird's eye view.
But would you still love me if I was a worm?
No.
Or clerks. So wait, my question for
I'll-
you,
I'll-
Andy,
no, I'll
is did
read
you
up- I'll read up on
create
your
a
case, Andy.
appellate? Did you create an appellate court system within the county government, outside of the district court?
Wait, I forgot. I'm supposed to be voice acting for Andy here.
Yeah.
It means that non-judicial officers can issue search warrants. I don't consider it.
But the Constitution requires that all warrants come from a court of law.
Are you plugging your nose?
What?
Me?
Oh, sorry.
The body is
doesn't-
impartial.
It doesn't matter if it's impartial if it's not a court, Andy.
Oh, is Andy appealing this, by the way? I'm curious.
Yes, he is.
But
He is.
Okay.
All right, Andy. Just a question. What on what grounds are you appealing it for?
The grounds that it is wrong.
It
He doesn't
doesn't
like
align with my beliefs. I believe it's wrong.
The judge's ruling doesn't make any sense.
It's more cited than your petition. You put more case citations in there than your whole legal argument. What do you mean?
Was the ruling posted? I want to read it.
Yeah. I was gonna-
Citations
Citations are irrelevant.
Can somebody send me the ruling?
They're irrelevant.
He hasn't posted it
I don't know if
yet,
it's
but
posted yet.
he basically ruled that
You
the
can cite irrelevant
courts.
stuff all you want, but it won't have any value.
Okay.
Well, the only thing I saw was that it was dismissed. I want to see the actual ruling.
He's posting it later tonight, I believe.
Now, we do have
Um,
some war zone outside of the
I know, it's like a
headquarters.
rack out here. I have another question for
Can
Andy,
we get
if
a
you don't
traffic
mind.
update in Plymouth?
A traffic update.
So what's the traffic looking like?
Another question, I guess, is about dangerous persons. Why is there a mechanism to declare someone a dangerous person before they get the chance to respond?
Can I actually ask, add on to that?
Mm-hmm.
Andy, do you think the current system of taking away a firearm from a dangerous person, which is it was a law where if someone got convicted, then you can ask the judge to bans them from having a firearm for 6 months.
Are your convictions rates down, Andy?
Convictions 10 months.
Sorry, what'd you say,
So
ZK?
wait, Andy,
Conviction.
Oh, I
are,
just
you-
coughed
are
it.
you creating this process to bypass the courts because you believe that they take too long?
It's constitutional to ban people from possessing firearms with an expired order.
Based on what?
Alright,
It seems like you're trying to make a workaround to a bill of attainder, Andy.
Let me pull up more precedents.
Oh god.
Zykai, just to update you on the ruling, it
Was it
was
posted?
based no,
don't
but
care?
to
Okay.
TLDR
Fucking
it
so
was
heartless.
he was trying to use a writ of manda, I don't know how to pronounce it, like mandibus.
Mandamus.
Mandamus, okay.
Yeah.
Wait,
And
based on, I can't hear you.
to force an executive officer to make it's like something not what you know what Knott's feelings would probably be better at explaining it. I'm not a lawyer.
You know what? I'm sure Andy will give you a full rundown when he petitions it before the Supreme
Yeah.
Court.
The Supreme Court, yeah.
I'm sorry. I should be taking this more seriously, but
I have a question for Warlock.
Yeah, we're actually gonna have to
Yes,
schedule about this
Arrow?
after you're
No,
fired.
I'm doing a voice on Andy.
Andy, yeah. What's up, Andy?
Is
Is
it
it
unconstitutional for you to appoint an administrative officer?
no.
It isn't a argument of whether or not.
Would the Constitution be violated through appointing an administrative officer?
Well, then why don't you do it if it's
Here, can I hold on? This is what a preposterous argument. Is it murder if you just shoot somebody? No. But if they die after you shoot them, then it's murder.
I mean,
Like,
people don't kill
What do you
people. Guns
just
kill
because it's
people.
just right, right. And people don't eat cereal, spoons eat cereal. No, like
Okay.
I don't know, like I don't know what
Well,
to tell you. Just because
Stanley's
it's
known
one
to eat
step,
it with a fork.
Yeah.
he's special like that. But just because it's one step removed does not mean that it's the proper thing to do.
Do y'all like cereal
know.
soggy or crunchy?
It's crunchy,
Depends-
absolutely
depends what
crunchy.
kind. Like Fruit Loops, if that shit's that's crunchy, I'll eat that shit all day.
Right.
What
What
about
if
the
it's
like
soggy?
Cocoa Puff?
cereal?
Hot take,
The
The
Okay, but
ordinance
the court
clearly
disagrees.
requires administrative officers to be
You're
appointed.
just talking out of your ass.
Why
The
don't
court,
you comply
we
with
were
it?
going to comply if the court agreed that you were right, and the court said that you are not right.
The court's kind
Like
of
you can't just all you're saying, you just keep saying things that were already proven to be wrong. I don't understand.
Just read
Just
the
read the
plain
plain-
language.
The court did read the plain language.
Yeah, the court argued that
Can you name one person who agrees with you right now?
me.
Stanley. No, you don't.
Stanley's throwing gas on the fire.
We get the controller out of here.
Where are y'all, by the way?
Can we? Stanley Lapson is wrong. He's very wrong. He's so very wrong. He should be removed from this room. It's fake news.
We got
Thank you,
Blake
Donald Trump.
_33333
Actually-
that agrees with Andy.
Hold on, let me get Donald
Really?
Trump in VC real quick.
I'm gonna get Donald Trump into VC.
Yeah, I have him, my hotline. I'm just gonna.
What, do you have him in your contacts?
Yeah, my contacts on speed dial actually for this moment. Okay.
These administrative officers shall be appointed by the county executive. He's
The
referencing
court held.
Someone's calling.
No, it does not require them to be appointed. The court held that it's a grant of authority.
Donald Trump? Oh, fuck, I called Obama. Sorry.
Nigga said he
Alright,
called Obama.
Yeah, that was my black friend. I'm really sorry about that.
I think I can see the language with my eyes.
Well,
Andy,
you're the
did
one
you
who
pass
wrote
your
the
grade
language,
3?
Andy. You're the one who
Did you-
wrote it. Well, the court disagreed with what you wrote.
Oh my god.
All right, you know, I think we're in a situation right now where we should move to
Different
an
questions.
intermission
Going nowhere.
temporarily
Whoa, whoa,
while
whoa!
we
What
get
about my
our.
question, Snapple?
We'll be right back after these messages.
Hey, we'll cut right back after this quick couple-minute intermission, okay?
That's it. I'm blowing up this goddamn building.
Sue him. Oh, okay.
All right, everyone, we're back here at the debate stage this time. We got everyone here. We got Andy on the
Ignore it,
See.
saying 2023.
left side, and then we got our other warlock, and then not feelings on the right side. Anyways, we're gonna be moving into kind of a debate here, like we've been going on. So,
Wait, Warlock and Feeling switch places. Just make this look a little more.
Fine, fine.
yeah, we
What
have
if I just stand down here? What if I stand like in front of
Yo,
you?
I'm back. Mic check.
All right,
Hey.
loud and
Oh,
clear.
yeah, you're good.
just
I
an
didn't hear you. Can you
advisory.
say it again?
Anyone who may be
Mic check.
attempting.
Loud and clear. Loud
All
and
right,
clear.
guys, find something to debate about. How about this? How about we debate about Andy? Why don't you talk about how you believe that that it should not be repealed, and then Warlock, you can do your thing while I be right back.
Wow, what a unique debate. topic.
Oh, why
He's leaving.
should that's an interesting.
Why should
The
we?
ordinance
The
combats crime.
ordinance
Not
combats
repeal it.
crime. Well,
Go ahead. No. Let him talk. Let him talk. Let him dig the grave. I don't know.
yeah. Yeah,
What
how do
about-
I have a question for
Holy
Andy. How does it combat? How does this combat?
If this ordinance was actually enforced, criminals would have their stashes taken.
He said could, not would.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, hit a double blinker.
Now, so I guess the argument there is, though, criminals have money farming alts. They have ways to obtain money and then just gain their stashes back almost instantaneously through the retirement fund, so to speak.
They're on pension.
So, are you saying search warrants are useless?
I'm not saying that search warrants are useless. Search warrants help remove the problem temporarily. However, unfortunately, what we suffer from is that criminals can easily obtain their from the higher pulses. Well, they can easily obtain firearms in this state. So, would every single time this individual obtains fire, but
And this ordinance
But-
allows their stashes to be
But-
easily seized.
You were absolutely right, Andy. It's also violating their rights. So I don't know what to tell you. We have rights to protect people who might not be able to protect themselves. You know, it is my opinion, my legal opinion. Right?
Nuts. I have a question for Andy. Actually, I have a question for Andy.
Yeah,
Do
go
you
ahead, go
believe
ahead.
that criminals don't have rights?
Okay, hold on.
As
Let's-
murderers can protect
I
themselves.
feel like we're getting kind of
Protect themselves from what?
inflammatory here.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think
order
that we are
in
as
the
the
debate
host
room,
of this.
please.
Order into the bay.
Okay, fine.
All right, actually, hold on. Andy and Warlock, I have a question for you. I know you
Okay,
had like 10
Stanley.
questions to ask, but ignore all of them except for this one. Andy, which one do you think is more important? 10 people to be convicted at the expense of one person, one innocent person being convicted, or the other way around. I don't know how to word it. You can probably figure it out.
It depends what they're convicted for.
What do you mean?
All right.
What? Hold on.
Yeah,
Wait a
hold
minute.
on.
Oh, so you would rather an innocent person?
Hold
Wait,
on. Hold on.
I'm
Look at a
so
screenshot
confused.
of that. Hold on.
So like, if
Oh,
it's
God.
like a life conviction and they're innocent, like it's okay.
You put 10 murders away, that'll save lots of lives.
Oh well.
You put 10 serial killers away, that'll save many people.
Well,
Still wrong.
see, the problem is we don't have life sentences in Mayflower. I
We
think
also don't
that
have
should
lives. Like if you die, you just pop back up.
Yeah.
It's a mild inconvenience at best. I don't know what to tell you.
Can we
I don't think we should be
get?
convicting
Ooh,
innocent
Dan Labs
people.
is in the holding area. Can we get Dan Labs in here?
What do you mean he's in the holding area?
I thought we were talking about in real life.
Oh.
Oh, look, in the
Oh.
radio studio.
I thought we were talking about in real life as we sit.
Dan
in the-
Labs is someone who has a thing. He has some opinions on this. We should get him in here.
All right, let's bring
Oh,
Dan
I
Labs
see.
in.
My bad. My bad.
Yeah.
We're talking about in
Hi, Dan
Mayflower,
Labs.
that means-
Hello.
check-
All right, everyone say hi to failed Ridgeway Judge Dan Labs.
Hi, nigga.
Hello, Phil.
Yeah, that's
Whoa.
me. That's me, all right.
Whoa!
Hey, we
You
don't
know,
do.
I might be a failed Ridgeway judge, but I'm still a
Hey,
better. I still understand the Constitution better than fucking Andy over.
All right. Anyways, Warlock,
We're
can
on
I
the
get
air here. You
Might be
can't
a
be saying
fucking
that.
awful boy, but holy shit, this guy takes the cake.
now, Warlock? Can I get your response to like the question I asked? Do you want
Dan
me
Labs
to repeat?
doesn't even understand pre-enforcement challenges.
Yeah,
Andy,
ignore what he-
Andy's words, not mine.
Yep. Anyways,
Okay, what was the question? 10 convictions, but one innocent person
like-
is convicted.
like, would you rather
Or-
have like more like people be convicted, like those are guilty, at the expense of more innocent convictions, or like
New Haven County's
No, understand this though. He's the district attorney, right? Every conviction he gets, right? More numbers on his record makes him look better.
okay, no one cares about that.
Okay.
Okay, Dan, let me answer your question. So, I think we have to look at it from the standpoint of this. Innocent people do not deserve to be punished at the
Absolutely.
convenience that we're gonna get more convictions of criminals.
You
Innocent
didn't even
people.
have to say. You didn't
Can we
even
get
have
an
to say that
amen
part.
for that?
Yeah.
Can we get an amen
you
for
could've-
that?
Absolutely, amen to that. But, like,
Innocent people
listen.
do not deserve to have their rights stripped from them and be
And that's all you had
sentenced
to say. There's
crimes
you don't even have to add extra context to that.
Okay,
Just
Dan,
innocent
Dan,
people
for the
Dan,
don't
mistakes of
deserve
other
to
people.
have their rights
Dan.
taken away.
Dan, shut up.
What? Oh my god, kill yourself.
Warlock, 10 seconds left.
Dana,
Okay.
no, but Dana's actually right this time.
You're not getting
Not something I say often.
you're not getting time back, by the way.
All right. Either way,
Okay, time.
either way, we have Donald here.
Oh, Mayflower Donald Trump.
Holy shit, it's Donald Trump.
It's done.
Oh God.
Holy crap.
It looks like he's a little bit shy right now. While we wait for Mayflower Donald Trump. Oh, Donald!
Donald!
Hello,
Oh,
my
he's gone
fellow
again.
Americans. Oh, does that sound like him?
Look at him.
Alright, well, he's. Anyways, Andy, here's another question for you. I don't know. Warlock, you can answer it, I guess, if you want. But Andy, there's recently been growing opposition against you, like among your own, I don't know, colleagues in the county board. I mean, just recently. there
Stanley, are
was
you
a-
in game?
I am in game, correct. Recently, there was a resolution
check.
CR 115 introduced by A0IM to appoint him as chairperson, which would, well, it didn't say in the bill, but it would remove you as county chairperson.
That's crazy.
Do you think like there's any risk to your seat right now as chairperson?
No.
Points for
I
confidence.
won't be removed.
Right. Is that your like entire comment?
I think
That's
that's all he's gonna say on it.
All right.
Well,
and
Yep.
Andy,
That's valid.
Andy, I
valid.
actually have something that
now I want to ask another question. You know, the same resolution I mentioned, CR 115. You did shut it down. Could you just like? I know you explained it in your in the Trello, but could you go ahead and explain it here for everyone here?
My reasoning says why.
Andy,
Well, yeah.
I just got a
Yeah,
quick
yeah,
question
but
for
explain
you.
it, please. Explain.
That-
It.
It was in
yeah,
violation of
okay.
our rules.
Well, yeah, I'm saying like explain it for the general public.
You can read on the county government Trello board.
Stanley, can you let me in? Oh, never mind.
I'll read it out loud. Basically, lacks legal authority or standing rules. Only allows the chairperson to be appointed when the chairperson is vacant. Rule state, blah blah blah. Rule 1.
Bro, shut up in the
commentator.
robes.
And that's basically it. It did try to remove. Okay, let's just ignore that.
Okay, well, let's kind of wrap this up. We do have to
It's a bunch of boring.
end our
legal-
programming here in a second, but I got one last question for you, Andy. Do you have a message for? We got several of the county board members are actually thinking about removing you from your position. Do you have a message for them? What are you thinking about that?
Also, top or bottom?
Yeah, top or bottom.
No.
It's an important
Feel free to
question.
try.
So,
Okay.
can I
This guy has
ask for
fucking
Andy to
balls. I'll
respond
give him that. This
specifically?
guy has fucking balls.
I
He
think
doesn't
yeah,
balls.
absolutely.
Yo, Donald Trump.
And I do have a slight question for Andy. So, are you going to attempt to block any attempt for them to remove you, even through the rules stated in our standing rules along with the charter?
No work. I do have to add his justification for CR 115 is actually justified in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean it's
Yeah,
I
probably.
won't violate the law.
No, just people's rights.
Only ironic, I think.
just me.
All right, let's end it there. I'm tired.
All right,
We
guys,
got
I
a,
just
we
got
got a
one more thing.
screenshot of him saying, "I won't violate the law." Real quick, I'm gonna use that later. I'm gonna use that later.
It's on stream.
Yeah, it's in the stream.
Let's,
Yeah, one last question.
Let's
from
just get a
someone.
closing statement from you, Warlock.
Yeah.
What's your message to the general public about what they should or what they should think about you right now, in opposed to how Andy is opposing you?
I have a statement written up. Can I
Holy
quickly
shit.
pull that
Yes.
up?
Yes.
Yes.
You do?
I mean, while we
Uh,
wait,
So
I just wanna
I have it pulled up. I have it pulled up now. This ordinance infringes upon the rights of all the citizens of New Haven County, and this step was needed to ensure that actions do not happen. We're stopping it. I swear an oath to support and defend the United States Constitution and the Constitution of the
County's own.
Damn. Okay. Anyways, I guess to simplify it, I am. Oh my God, Grandma. Okay.
We
Anyways.
fucking murder him!
yeah, this is my soundboard. Yeah. Anyways, celebrate. Okay. Anyways.
Man,
Well, you seem to be stuttering a lot. Are you okay?
I don't know how that soundboard is going through to the people watching.
It is.
Okay. Anyways,
Just your body, and I hope we never separate.
All right, let him finish. Hey, let him finish. You're
Well, let him
removed.
go. Let him go.
And I hope we never separate.
this is what
My
we're gonna
fault.
do. I'm just kidding.
Can
I'm
we-
just kidding.
yeah.
Okay.
Is it over?
Yeah, it's done.
Yeah.
Is it?
Okay.
Are we
Anyways,
done?
so
I'm
no.
gonna get some outro music real quick.
Yeah.
Let him
So
finish, bro.
I think what we're
Ask
going
your question.
to see is I have tried my best to uphold the rights of the people that I deem fit. Or not, I guess the specific rights, but like I'm upholding the people's rights to be and to stop the fear of being prohibited from going to McDougal Plaza just by the order of a fucking fake judge.
Actually, I do have a
Andy's so
question
fun
about
when he tries to circumvent the legal branch.
Andy.
Yeah.
Is it?
And everyone, thank you for watching.
I mean,
Hold on. We
Can we
have
get a
to wait
statement
for
from
it.
Donald
We have to wait
Trump?
for it. Hold on.
Hey, are we ending the
Wait
stream
for
yet?
The drop. The drop.
this-
Yeah, you're on the stream, Mr. Trump.
I know I'm
Yo,
on the stream,
yo.
dumbass.
Play my song. Play my song.
Sorry, that was kind of rude. Hi.
Yo.
We have Donald Trump on the air.
Andy, this is actually.
Stanley, is the song being played right now?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Alright,
Is
everyone.
it going in the stream right now?
Yeah, it's going on stream.
I just want to thank everyone for watching. We're going to wrap it up here. Thank you for Warlock for coming on, and Andy, and also Warlock's Council. I am Snapkid123 reporting for
Wait.
MSpan, creating equal access to government matters. Good night.